Hi, I'm Dimitri Lovecuts. I'm a dancer, and I also sing for the band.
I'm Crossfire Versace, and I play bass.
I'm Banger, and I play drums.
I'm Davey, and I play guitar.
We are
LoveGlove Pyrotechnics.
Techniques.
Technics.
Guys, how many techniques is there?
Depending on how
So
good the
many
party
more than we
is.
can spell.
Yeah.
Show depending.
Right, so thanks for pulling into the studio, guys. Really
Pleasure.
appreciate it. Seems you have
Very, very
a
good
tight
to be here.
schedule, tight as a rapper's lyrics. Yeah, so thanks for pulling in. We just wanted to kind of find out a bit more about you, see what you guys are doing, pretty much what the game plan is. Can you tell us?
Game plan for LoveGlove. Well, at the moment, we just brought our album out, and the idea is to tour as much as we can and play to as many people as possible. We want to make this into like a lifelong endeavor. So playing to as many people as possible is the key, I think.
Yeah, so the album's name is Colossal Love. It just came out on SoundCloud now, and we're going to bring it out on other platforms soon. We started off with Ramfest on this tour on the 8th, and then we played a couple of shows now. We just finished Arcade Empire on Friday, and we did Bloom on Thursday, and then Bronco Sprayed on Wednesday. So those 3 days in a row was quite fun, with a lot of traveling in between and a lot more
Very
partying on
impractical
top
traveling,
of
but
impractical traveling
Back and
and
forth.
practical drinking. Made for a good combination of a fun time, but
especially while driving.
yeah, and really good reception everywhere was really nice, especially up here.
Are you a Cell C though? Because I didn't.
Right, so for those of you who don't know, the gents are from Cape Town.
Yeah,
That is true. Paul originally.
Paul,
All right.
the Winelands.
We are currently in Joburg.
Yeah,
Pretty
shit.
far. You guys have a long way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a rental car. Car broke down on the way here, so it's
4
been
times.
proper touring vibes from
Oh,
the get-go.
awesome. Rad. So at least you're getting the full experience in there.
Yeah, totally.
At least.
Very experience.
Yeah, Gerkie from Mr. Cat and the Jackal the other day at Ramfest, he's like, yeah, it's like our dads and stuff went to army, but we don't have that, so we have to send ourselves on these tours to kind of become men. And I think there's a lot of truth in that shit.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, like with sort of a veil of boredom over society nowadays, you know, you do have to create these sort of
That
like
is
fun
exactly how we
things.
started.
And,
Yeah, that's exactly pretty much as Banger says it, how LoveGlove Pyrotechnics started in the Boerland.
We all suck at rugby at least.
Yeah, we all suck at rugby.
So we have to do something else to fill the time.
Prop isn't a good position for a 60-kilogram bloke. So yeah, we were bored, man, and we wanted to start a band, and we wanted to be funny, for at least for ourselves while doing it. So created all these funny band names and stage names, and made it fun for ourselves, and write music that gets you out of that boredom, veil of boredom, as you call it.
yeah, man. So what would you guys say your sound is? How would you describe it?
Strap on rock.
Strap on rock, sex rock,
Cock rock.
Yeah,
cock and roll, any sexual slander
Connotation.
with a real genre combined could be
Right.
we're into rock and roll music, but we didn't want to necessarily linger on the sort of darker side of it. We like to keep it happy and sort of take ourselves out of back to the boredom bit, but sort of, I don't know, if you're just in a space where you feel like there should be more to life than that, we sort of felt like we needed to create that lightness for ourselves, as opposed to like sort of thinking of the mundane and drabbiness of everything.
Okay,
Make
sure.
everything.
We decided like, hey, what do I want to be? And then from that sort of like, what do I want to listen to, and how do I want to present myself on stage, and how do I want other people to feel? And I
So-
think that sort of takes the music in a direction where it's rock and roll, but with a very light-hearted tinge.
Yeah, because there's a good mix
It is,
of sex, dance, boogie, and
Yeah.
all the other essentials of rock and roll, and then with more of a party element to it, if you will.
Getting onto the sexual note, let's talk about the album cover.
Rough.
Roughly beautiful.
Yeah.
Good.
I think the poster actually plays on that idea of us. We handed it out as flyers. Like obviously in the digital realm you can't really fold it, but it has that you can fold it closed.
The
So
little
you
pink section in the middle is supposed
Yeah.
to be.
So it's
you
like a
kinda
Mad
have
magazine
us-
at the back.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Classic. Nice.
So when it's
Indeed.
closed, it looks like us sleeping in our normal mundane lives, and you open it up
Okay.
and rock
So
and roll and
dreams of
sex
sex.
ensues.
Nice. That's an interesting idea for a cover. You know, besides the classic sort of cortina, you know, broken down on the side of the road,
Oh yeah.
or something
On a
along that
mountain,
lines.
we're from Paul, and there's a really nice mountain. We should have actually exploited that,
Should
But-
have
but
been
no.
sleeping on the
It-
mountain.
Yeah, we liked the idea when it was given to us by Cross's girlfriend because it kind of encapsulated what we are
Yes, most definitely. Yeah.
on and off the scene, and then also pushing the envelope a little bit because you can't really push the envelope that much these days because everything has been done.
Everything's been censored
but-
as well.
The whole interactive part of it, when you make it flyers, especially at Ramfest, that kind of thing worked for us really well.
Yeah.
And because we want to make it a bit different. We want people to be interactive, be part of the band, be part of the vibe that we create. So if we can create posters and images that can help that along, then obviously we will do that as
No, I
much
think
as
you
we
hit
can.
the nail on the head with the artwork.
Yeah.
I never
Thank you.
realised it was a Mad Magazine. AP
There was
sort of
actually a
thing,
guy at
but that's,
Ramfest standing there. You know, you usually give someone a flyer, they're sort of like, oh, thank
Yeah.
you, and then throw it away. But the guy actually like took it, had it in his hand, he opened it up, and he like smiled, started laughing, and then like continued to party with like shaking it above his head, sort of like, yeah, I've got
Partying
a
with a
flyer.
flyer.
And I think like if he can achieve that, I think that was quite a good one. It was nice to see.
How did you guys get the gig at Ramfest?
We played
Battle for Ram.
yeah, a Battle for Ram competition because we played the year before on the Boom stage, which is a smaller stage at Ramfest.
This is at the Clay and Libertas Theatre,
Yes.
right? In
Yeah,
Summers.
We played that, and then I don't know if you can say we won because it was kind
Joint
of
winners, if you
will.
want. There were three
Two other
winners.
bands,
Who were the other two bands?
Devalin and
Heroin.
We Are
We Are
Conduit.
Conduit. Both of them got to play the Monster stage in Cape Town, and then we got chosen to come up here and play
But
Ramfest.
it was actually a really nice lineup. Like I remember that night being a pretty sweet event.
yeah.
Because I think there's
Pretty
about
much everyone
five
got
of
a
the
place.
at
So-
least 5 of the bands that played there. They eventually like said, okay, no, cool. That's like
No, everybody played.
yeah.
Everybody
But
was that
given-
was actually there because the quality was so good. They gave everybody like smaller or like at the what was it the
Carnival stage.
the
Mm.
carnival stage played there and then the three of us Devalin and We Are Conduit played the Monster stage, which is a really cool thing. I thought that they did instead of just going okay cool one band
Yeah, sure.
and then maybe two bands on a carnival stage. Let's give everybody a chance.
I think that was the point of the whole like that sort of battle for Ram. I think they called it. To
how
sort of
was
have
the-
that platform for new bands to sort of emerge and see like
Build the hype on all the
yeah,
ones that
because we like now you become friends with those people and you see them and like I think that's the only way that this industry will grow is if all of
Yeah,
the bands
we do
who
it
like do
together.
stuff actually like open up and say, hey, we're doing stuff, come
You're
down to
doing
Cape
stuff.
Town.
Correct.
Yeah,
do
as
stuff.
opposed to like, yo, we're doing stuff but in like a small little room on our own and not showing anybody it because it's fuck you, it's ours, you know.
Yes, yeah, I think a lot of bands and people get too personal about their music and their, it's
No.
you're ideally creating it for it to be shared, and
Yeah.
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 holding it close to yourself is like you're just not going to ever achieve sort of anything that way. Yes, it's personal. It's
No one's gonna come looking for you. You have to put it out
exactly,
there.
Yeah.
exactly. Everyone seems to think that you can put music on the internet and somehow people are going to know it's there, but it's
You have to share the
Doesn't
love.
work
man.
that
yeah,
way.
people are gonna find it, but not everybody's gonna find it.
yes, sure.
So
That's why you make fun interactive posters.
And how was the Jersey Ramfest compared to Cape Town's?
A lot less of our friends was there.
yeah, I remember
Which-
getting there, standing around and like looking around, going, "Okay, do I know anyone?" No.
It has its
I mean,
perks.
at the
like
end of the day, we did, but it
Yeah.
it
No,
made
that's
it
great,
such
actually.
a more, like, I don't know, I want to say meaningful festival for me because I was way more part of the festival than I was part of my friend group partying, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Alright, so
And
it's,
you meet so much more people because you're
forced to interact.
forced
Yeah.
to, pretty much. And then also if you see a friend at a festival, the chances that you saw him 4 years ago is very good. So it's much sweeter seeing a guy or a girl there that you haven't seen.
I just had a good
Then
scene.
I saw you last weekend, but we're off our tits. Yeah. So,
And what was the response from the crowd?
Good.
really,
Yeah.
Really
yeah.
good. We've had a good response since we've been up here, which is it's a little bit different to Cape Town, I have to
Yeah,
admit.
because like it's our
Nice
first
people.
time up here for more than one show, and people tend to like. Obviously, in the beginning, people don't know who we are, but there's a couple of people, and then at the end of the show, there's a whole lot more. So people do come and want to see what we're about, want to experience a little bit more with us, and that makes us hungry to come back as soon as possible, because
Right.
that's what you want. You want the crowd that's there with you, that wants more energy from you,
Yeah,
but
sure.
also at the same time is willing to give you energy, where that's not always the case. But that's pretty much the case I've found up here all the time.
And the best crowd so far?
Sure.
It's
Don't do that.
yeah, you can't do that because it's different in every sense.
Everywhere.
Can we rephrase the question? Which crowd is more likely to render a groupie after the session?
How many
There was
crowds
there
have
was a
you
girl
guys
that
got?
wanted to get into our car with all like your
Intent.
all everybody,
intent,
yeah. First
on
one, yeah.
She's kind of still there.
yeah.
So Bloemfontein,
Just purely based on that.
like that's why I say it's different, because Bloemfontein afterwards were way more interactive and coming towards us and partying with us and talking to us, but from standing on stage and hearing a bunch of people shouting like 12-year-old girls, I have to say that
It was that
Arcade
group of 12-year-old girls. And
I have to say Arcade Empire was
Was the Justin Bieber t-shirt?
was very nice, like was one of the top in that sense. The immediate crowd response
Okay, sure.
was fantastic at
I think
Arcade.
Arcade does quite well, or like what they do quite well is they sort of keep the space where the bands perform as a separate sort of entity, and then the bar's also on the other side. So if you know people are coming into that space, they're coming there to watch a band.
The music and
As
dance.
opposed to
Yes,
just there
that's-
for drinking, which is often the
Yeah,
case in just
sure.
a normal.
It's awesome though, because they've got a little like vibe for every kind of person. They've got the band area, which your band will play, and they've got a little gaming area with an Xbox and pool tables, and then a
Classic
dance
arcades.
floor and an outside area where you can just get
Still
completely
haven't done
smashed.
FIFA there.
It's so great.
Realizations. Huh?
Yeah, I've always wanted
Wasted
to.
opportunity.